Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. And yes, we got Sabine Wren released yesterday in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we are now on the final stretch toward Galactic Legend Ahsoka after 4 years. She was announced 4 years ago, and now, so I don't know, what was it, June? It's crazy. We're going on like 6 to 7 months here. Something like that. I don't know, I can do the math. It's been a long time. Usually Galactic Legends get announced, and 2 months later, we got them released, and here we are, way down the road. Lots of relic requirements, etc., etc., etc. We got Ahsoka, Fulcrum, Rex, Barra, Sophie, and Padawan Sabine now required for Ahsoka. But how long is this going to take? You know, we've been waiting a long time since they announced Ahsoka, and just last week they dropped on us Baylan Skoll. And so last week Baylan Skoll, was it last week? I think it was, yeah, last week Baylan Skoll, this week Sabine. What are we doing here, man? Like, is this going to just drain everybody's wallets at the end of the year to get their numbers looking good? What is happening in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? And let's take a look at the calendar here, because I really want to talk about when Ahsoka is coming to join us. And if I look at here, by the way, like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Mrs. Nooch hates you, and you don't want Mrs. Nooch to hate you, because that's just not a good situation to be in life. So here we are. We are right now on November 7th. That is the day, and I know I'm releasing this on the 8th, but we're on November 7th, so that's the day that Sabine was released here. I can zoom in this even more, can't we? There we go. I like that. So, released on November 7th. Now, normally, I look back at the Leia release, and the Leia release was 3 weeks between, so it's like the 7th, the 28th, sometimes a month in between the releases. But I just don't think we've got the time, and I don't think they've got the cadence they want, and I don't think we've got. It's just not set up for a 3 week release here. If you look at 3 weeks from the 7th, 1, 2, 3. Well, guess what this is? This is Thanksgiving, everybody, and in the United States, in the United States, this is Thanksgiving, and that's one of our our major holidays here. I don't see them releasing. We're looking at Hu Yang, right? So Hu Yang's gonna be the next probably marquee character. They're going to release Ahsoka by the end of the year. So I don't think Hu Yang's going to be here on the 28th on Thanksgiving. And then I'm going to guess, just like with Sabine, or with Sabine, we get the final requirements that same day, right? So I don't see it being here. I also don't see it being here for the Hu Yang release on the 5th, because you put 2 weeks later after that, it's the week before Christmas, and after that, it's the day after Christmas. So I don't really see them doing a major release here these last 2 weeks of December. So where does that leave us? Squeezing it in, baby. I think Hu Yang will come on the 21st, and we'll get the announcement of the last requirements on the 21st, and I think either on the 5th or the 12th, they're going to drop Ahsoka on us. And if I had to guess, I would probably choose the 12th, which is a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm kind of planning, I got a little trip planned. I won't even be here on the 12th, so I'd have to unlock her on the 13th, but it could be the 5th, it could be the 12th. I don't know. I don't see it being any later than the 12th. I think that's the latest possible date for Ahsoka to be released in the game. So, yeah, if I had to place my bets, I'd say this was Sabine, this will be Hu Yang here on the 21st, and then either the 5th or the 12th, we get Ahsoka. Just blast it right through, open up your wallets, get them ready to go, because you got to get this thing done. I guess a really weird scenario would be Hu Yang on the 5th and final requirements, and then bam, on the 12th they do it. I just don't see any way 19th and 26th is released. So let's go take a look at my roster here a little bit more, because I want to see what I'm looking at as or black screen. All right, my roster. So where am I in my Ahsoka farm? Let's go look at that journey guide first here. We were looking a minute ago. I've got a Snips done. I've got Asajj done. Night Trooper, Commander Ahsoka, Captain Enoch, Death Trooper Pretty, and Ezra Bridger are all complete. I got to get gas up to Relic 8, and this is going to be a little bit of a chore for me. I've got a bunch of gear to put on here. God forbid he needs some Zetas to do the event well. I don't know. I'm not going to have those Zetas. So we'll see if gas at Relic 8 can do it for me. I don't know. Maybe they'll put a Zeta pack out there for $100 or something. I don't know. Ahsoka Fulcrum, I am not ready to go on yet. I'm really lacking these pieces. I've got some stuff to grab here in these final days of farming for Ahsoka. So I've got some work to do, and I've got some work to do as my guild does raids. I'm going to need to capitalize on every single one of those raids to really make the gear work to maximum amount for me. Rex, I actually took him Relic the other day. I've got him at Relic 5. Just need a little bit more work here done to get him to Relic 7, so we'll get that done for sure. I am actually, by the way. Oh, so my gear down here, you can see I'm struggling on my bronzing wiring. I am running out of all the, not these. Nobody ever runs out of chromium transistors, but I'm running out of rhodium heat sinks. I'm low on everything at this point. I think they're really, if I'm going to be here getting this with you on day one, I'm going to be dipping in that wallet big time. I'm really going to need to take January off from spending in a major way. And again, if I need these Zetas, which I don't know why I would need these Zetas, except maybe a 5s as a requirement. And as far as Barris Ophi, I got her 7 stars. Oh, we'll go ahead and take her to Gear 10. Thank you, no big deal there. I got to get some upgrades on a Barris Ophi. We'll get that done for sure. So I'm not worried. Barris Ophi is not a Chirotech, big Chirotech requirement. Actually, none of these except for Sabine are going to require a lot of Chirotechs. And I just got Sabine unlocked today, and I took her to Gear 11. So I spent all my Chirotechs there. I'm not that worried about Chirotechs. I'm worried about signal data. I'm worried about... I'm not even as worried about signal data as much as I am about just getting the regular gear done on these guys. If you look at my Chirotech situation, Mission Val's not going to help me with my Chirotech situation. Who is? Barris Ophi? No. My Chirotechs are in pretty good shape here. When I look at... Gas will help me out here. Where are we? No, he won't. I don't need Chirotechs here. Ha! Oh, yeah, I do. So as far as these Chirotechs, I got 1,200 of these. I got 800 of the laptop ones. I'm not worried about Chirotech. Signal data, a little bit worried, but I should be okay there when I take a look at my signal data. Let's take a look at Rex again. I mean, I've got 384, 280, 289. That's a little bit light, but I'm going to be okay there. I'll just have to grab some more of that as I go. We'll be all right with signal data. I'm just worried about all the gear. I'm worried about all the gear from gear like 8 to gear 12 is going to, especially at gear 12 gear. So that's where I am as far as farming. If we look at my overall roster right now and kind of take a look at, kind of get a bigger picture of the Ahsoka farm in front of us, you know, and if they happen to require... I don't think that they're going to require Bo-Katan Mandalore, and I'll tell you who I think the requirements will be here in a moment. And I'm gonna have Ezra Bridger Exile. I've got Monkey Boy. What somebody call him on my stream yesterday? Monkey Jesus. He looks like a monkey here. What is he standing like that for? Why do they have him stand like? Put him in action or something, man. This is like. Anyway, Monkey Jesus there. So. These guys, I'm going to be ready to roll on them. I'm going to have them ready to go. We'll be okay. I'm going to have to grab some shards for Sabine. I realize that. I may be doing that when I do the event at this point. We'll see how many I can get as the marquee rolls on. These guys I'm farming in case they require Bo-Katan Mandalore and to get ready for Sith Eternal Emperor later. I don't think they're going to require Bo-Katan Mandalore. Let's talk about those requirements that I think are going to come at the end of the Ahsoka journey here. We know that one of them is going to be a ship. We got that from the original launch or the original kind of map they had for Ahsoka. So, and it appears that, you know, it would be crazy if they dropped like a crazy ship farm on us here at the end. And we've never had a Galactic Legend fly a ship, so I don't think we're gonna get that Ahsoka ship, the Jedi Ahsoka Starfighter from the show. I think we'll get Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter that's already in the game, and I think a lot of people feel that way too. So we'll probably have Ahsoka's Starfighter. We're probably gonna have Hu Yang. I think we can all agree that there's a relatively high possibility, like in the 90s, that Hu Yang is the final marquee for this journey. And then I think we're looking at, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say 5s is gonna be in here. We've already got ARC Trooper and Echo as part of the Lord Vader farm. We don't have Rex and 5s required yet, so I think Rex. We've already got Rex. I think we'll have 5s mixed in there, and then I think Plo Koon is a really big option. That a lot of people pointed out that he's the guy that discovered Ahsoka, brought her to the Jedi Order. So I can totally see where we can have 5s who I've already got at Gear 12, and then Plo Koon, who is here. He is at Relic 5 already. Totally see them being part of this final journey. Maybe even like a Shakti who's from the same planet, right? I mean, I think I have that right. Yeah, I think Shakti is the same. I don't know her race. I'm not gonna get it, guys. Other than that, I'm not sure what they would. They could throw a Clone Wars Chewie at you just to make your life miserable. I don't know, but it seems like if I had to guess, I'm going with Ahsoka Starfighter, Hu Yang, 5s, and Plo Koon are my most logical choices to finish off our Ahsoka farm, and I feel like I'm in pretty good shape to get this thing done. It will take a little bit of work from me over the next few weeks, and man, it's coming fast. And again, if it's on the 12th of December, I will probably be unlocking her on the 13th at that point, because you know, sometimes you gotta spend some time with friends and family, and that's gonna take a little priority over the game. So we'll see what happens here. I feel like I'm in good shape. I got some work ahead of me. Gotta get the wallets. The wallet is just for you guys here. I'm here for you. We got some really cool 9th anniversary stuff coming up. We've seen those releases, those packs that are coming out. Some extra crystals released for everybody. So lots of good stuff coming here at the end of 2024. I'm gonna need a break, man. Can we not do any crazy releases in January? Everybody's gonna. This release schedule has been the craziest release schedule I've seen in a long time in the game. Maybe since it was Jedi Knight Revan, then 4 months later it was Darth Revan, then 1 month later Darth Malak got added. That was crazy. This feels like we're on kind of that same pace right now. So, anywho, that's what we got. Whence cometh Ahsoka? I'm guessing December 5th or December 12th. We'll find out shortly. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. I will definitely talk to you soon. And of course, always remember, Nooch too good.